y'all keep up with y'all mental health in this industry? Because I know it can get very overwhelming very quickly.
Shit, we still trying to figure that shit out.
How to keep
That's
up with
real.
yourself, yeah, for sure.
Shit.
That's real.
Real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna cap, last 2 years been a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you know,
feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I used to be the most confident motherfucker in the world. You know what I mean? Like, dead ass. Like, there's nothing nobody could ever tell me that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to think I used to think I was invincible for real. Like, ain't nothing, shit, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, I watched my grandma die, and then they brought her back. But, you know what I'm saying, that was due to hospital negligence. But then I was also with her through the time period through her passing, you know what I'm saying, being there. And then on the day that everything actually went left, I was the one who was watching it, and I was like chilling, you know what I'm saying, like cooling, and I didn't go check in on it. And I blamed myself for that for the longest. So I had that, I had grief, I had, let me see. Then after that, it was just, because I watched her health deteriorate, then I started questioning my own health.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I started questioning my own health. I'm like, damn, at any point in time, I felt like I could go. I had a whole panic attack about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And still at the same time, going to a studio session, you know what I'm saying? And because I had a panic attack, now my blood pressure is rising. Fucking speakers going off. If anybody's been in the studio session, the motherfucking monitors is going off loud as shit, fucking bass is going off, and it's fucking with me. Like now, before I could just sit there and chill with it, now I feel it in my chest and it's something off. You know what I'm saying? And like it's triggering shit. I'm going to clubs, like, you know, and it's triggering shit where certain bass lines hit, and my body will literally twitch, like even my face and shit like that. But I gotta be there though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, what I'm gonna tell somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be around the bass too loud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do about this shit. You
know
what I mean? So when shit like that, and then dealing with attitudes and energy and fuck shit and you know what I'm saying, and all this other shit like that, and especially in the industry that's designed to fuck you over more so than it is for you to win, and how long you gotta work here before you see any type of money from this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit is just like, bruh, when I tell you I'll air it on everything I love, if I honestly did not care about what, you know what I'm saying, would be left, you know what I'm saying, afterwards. Plenty of times I would have killed a few people. That's just straight up, like, that's no bullshit. My temple flared. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, it's time, you know what I'm saying, that as early this year. Dad ass looking thought about killing myself. I looked at my gun straight up. Real. For the longest, like, dad ass, like, you know what I'm saying, like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of losing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't even straight up say that I know how to manage this shit. You know what I'm saying? I think the best thing I can do really just enjoy the good shit and the happy shit and try to look at all the good shit, the happy shit that goes on and be, you know what I'm saying, and lean on that, and then lean on the shit that, you know, the positive shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always look at the negative shit. There's so much negative to be looked at. But when you X out negative shit, you know what I'm saying, it can free your mind from, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit. Because certain shit I think is actually put out here to fuck us up and put us in the box of negativity and the steroids and shit like that. Facts. Like these motherfucking ATL scoop and ATL and censor pages, they don't have nothing good to say about the city. You let according to these pages, every car that crashes catches on fire. The minute you walk outside, you're getting robbed. You can't go to the mall. You can't go to a gas station. You can't go to your house. You can't do shit. Can't park nowhere. It's gonna get broken into. You can't do nothing.
I mean, as a woman, it's even worse. I called DC the other day, and I'm at the gas station at Walmart. A nigga almost hit me and got out the car. I'm with my son, and he cursed me out. He called me all kind of stupid bitches, ugly black hoe, and you almost hit me first of all. But either way, like I'm a woman, and I got my son with me. Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
because you got a bunch of motherfuckers, motherfucking niggas out here running around here. And in my opinion, a lot of them bitch made. And how I know this shit, because you look at these niggas in the eye, you can just tell like the niggas ain't really got no heart like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a shark can see a shark, and I can see you niggas ain't swimming in the same waters. Yeah. But what you do is that you got a bunch of people who, because they on social media too much, get this, that, and the third, they ready to just pop off whatever for their little moment and shit, and think that it's cool to rock right like this because they ain't been punching them out for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like so it's just a bunch of puss ass shit that happens, and it's normalized now, and that is okay and that is cool. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let all them niggas know they some hoe ass niggas because I just don't understand no shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah, one tip that I'll say though that I could give to you, hopefully you will receive it, but not for real, because I had to learn how to like calm down and communicate better. And one day I was like, okay, you're working on like speaking nicer to other people, but not speaking nicer to yourself.
Yeah.
So that's one tip.
Yeah.
Like I always speak in my head, no matter if I don't believe it at the time. I'll speak confident. I'm like, bitch, you the baddest bitch ever. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing.
What about you, DC?
I'm still working on it. I think I've been moving so fast and doing so much as like since I was like 20 and older that it really haven't hit my head that some past shit that I went through still kind of fuck with my mental, and I really just never sat and thought about it. Like friends and stuff stealing from me, like close friends and stuff stealing from me. People that I look up to, like doing a lot of legal shit. Seeing one of my closest relatives like kill somebody, and then seeing them going back and getting shot as a young person. And I wasn't even in the hood. I don't really call like when they're living in the hood. No. Shit happens in when it, but I ain't really sat down. I just like, at that time, I just like, nobody really sat down and talked to me about it or nothing. So, but I think like especially from high school to like maybe 2021, a lot of my friends I had back then did a lot of wrongs to me, from stealing from my parents, from just doing fuck shit, trying to set me up, all type of shit. I think I came to the realization that's the reason I'm so quick to cut off people. And I don't even communicate that with I don't communicate while I'm cutting them off. I'm just not going to talk to you again. And that's just going to be that. And I can't say that's the best way to go about things. Because they might have a side that I don't know about, that I shouldn't have been so quick to cut them off or not even communicate that with them. And I think it's some stuff that I possibly got to talk to my mom and uncles about that would better help me understand where my mental is right now. But I'm just working on it. So I could be better for the family. I'm just still working on it and trying to figure it out while I'm still doing all this stuff. But I think that's where I'm at with it. I think it's at a good place though. I think it's at a decent place, but I'm sure that it could get better.
Yeah. Well, one tip I want to give to you from what you were saying, sometimes I told my daughter this too. Sometimes it's not about like when you cut people off or whatever and don't say nothing, or it's not even about hearing their side. Sometimes it's about just getting how you feel out to that person. Like no matter how they receive it, like if it's bothering you, sometimes it's okay to it's good to just get that out, whether they respond to you or not, or whether they give you the response or not. It can just make us feel better to just get that, because you don't need to hold that. And another thing I just want to say to y'all, I just want black men to feel more comfortable with being vulnerable and expressing themselves. And I feel like that's a problem right now, and that's why everybody, like a lot of violence happens, because they feel like they can't show that they're soft. Like they feel like they gotta be hard. They gotta show that they're hard. You don't have to do that.
Certain environments don't allow that shit. I was raised in a very loving household. I didn't, you know what I'm saying, I didn't see violence, I didn't see none of that shit. My family, you know what I'm saying, that I grew up with, they not like that at all. You feel me? Shit, I played video games, watched wrestling, did all that shit, you know what I'm saying, cartoons, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. I was that kid for the longest until I walked outside, probably second, third grade. Man, I got punched in the mouth, you know what I'm saying? You know, and stuff like that just kept happening, like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, right now, I am 6'4", 210. At my heaviest in my life, about before now, up until 18 years old, my heaviest I had been at that point was when I was weight training playing ball, and I was 175. You know what I'm saying? Now, take that, smaller, shorter, wearing glasses, in the Beta Club video game nigga in the hood.
But
I'm a target. So guess I turned. I was in a space where I couldn't be. And that's why.
But it's still about, because if everybody else in the hood made it feel like it was okay, that's why the hood is like that. Because everybody in the hood is taught that you can't be like that. And you have to be like this way. But if it becomes more of a thing and more people are saying like, black men, you don't have to be this, and you could be vulnerable and you could be this. Like, we was watching some show the other day.
I think for the longest, probably till I was like 25, 26, that I just think nobody cared how I felt or what's going on. I think there's like life still got to go on. Like people still got their own problems. People got bigger problems. That's what's in my head. I'm like, people got bigger problems. Nobody care about whatever you talking about. That was just I was like, man, nobody ain't about to care. Let me just have this in my head. Right. Goddamn, I might move the fuck on. Like that just what it is for the moment. And until I start getting closer to my mom just telling her little stuff and her making me feel comfortable about telling her little stuff and just people around me, my girl, my mom, at times my grandma, mostly women. I ain't gonna lie, mostly women. I still don't really feel comfortable around like too many men to like. Me and Juice had those talks. I ain't gonna lie, me and Juice had those talks, but he made me feel alright. We could have those talks and that'd be cool. But other than Juice, I can't really say that no men, like even my family, as much as I love my grandpa, I ain't really having no talks like that with him.
I tell DC a lot of shit. Don't nobody, you know what I'm saying? I don't say nothing to nobody, you know what I mean? And I think that with a lot of shit when it comes to black men is that where we view our love comes from causes us to move in certain ways and how we do, and how we feel like if we do this or make this is how we receive, and we have to do. If we do this is how we receive love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. The harder I went outside when I was a teenager and just doing what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? The more, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers goddamn dapping me up, showing love, more I got girls, more everything, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I attached love to being a soldier. You know what I'm saying? The harder I soldiered, the more love I got. Then I got older, got into my 20s, you know what I'm saying? Then it was shit. The more money I get, and the more I'm able to spend it, and you know what I'm saying, put it out there, the more love I get in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so then love is attached to not, you know what I'm saying, real genuine shit is attached to what are you doing to earn the love of people? You know what I'm saying? versus knowing that just love by itself exists. So you start acting and moving in certain ways off of that shit. That shit, you know.
Yeah, because
I don't think that is. I don't think that is only for men though, because that's for women too. Because women, when they have daddy issues and they don't get the love that they need from their dad, they go and look for that love in other places.
I think for women, it's not tied to like productivity. A woman can still be loved whether she's producing, providing, or anything. I think more so what he was saying was like love is attached to what he can do for somebody and what he can provide in a certain moment. I feel like for women it's really not like that. And we had the ladies room question earlier too, where we said, you know, if he likes her, then he needs to pay for her food, or she's probably not going to talk to him again. I feel like women don't have those type of standards either, and I'm not saying it's right, but I do think that men have a different type of pressure when it comes to how they can receive love, or when people will even choose to show them love.
No, I'm not downplaying that at all. I'm just saying that women do go through that too. Like, I can say that I went through that, and that's why I was pregnant. I got pregnant when I was 15 because my dad, he was always there. We lived in a Caucasian, it was a nice household. We lived in Gwinnett, whatever. We was middle class, but my dad was not like a loving person. He was not an affectionate person. So I looked for that other places, and I associate it. And I definitely have felt time, and I think that like when we were younger, we may have talked about this. It's definitely been times where like we may have flirted with somebody and we say too much, and then when we get there we kind of feel like pressured to do certain things because like I don't know. So I think that kind of like ties into that too, like associated.
They're not gonna like me.
If I'm not a certain way. Because I was flirting with them and I made them feel like we was gonna have sex, so I can't like not have sex with them.
I feel like women still go through that, even
that's
in
what I'm saying. So
me.
I mean, I'm not me clearly, but I'm just saying like women go through that kind of stuff too.
I think that
it's just different.
And this is no slight to women at all. You know what I'm saying? When I say this, I think that when it comes to men knowing what we do, you know what I'm saying, our shit, you know what I'm saying, of course, and please, I don't want nothing confused with anything, because I know when, especially when it comes to sexual things, women, how left that can go very fast, so I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that whether it be, you know what I'm saying, the niggas out there in the streets who's going hard, and that's what they receive their love, or the man who's working his ass off, and goddamn, he's stressed out, and can't sleep and working, you know what I'm saying, do whatever stuff like that, does whatever, is that our shit, you know what I'm saying, when what we do, it really, really, really shortens our lives by so many years, you see what I'm saying, just from doing shit that we feel like is necessary in order to receive love from people, and if we don't do it, then we're not going to receive it, and even if we are doing it, it's still underappreciated. Still at that point, you know what I'm saying?
Like Dave Chappelle's.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. The nigga who's going out there putting putting food on the table, putting the shelter over, this, that, and the third. For Father's Day, that is the motherfucking least promoted. Nobody gives a damn. No lunch specials. No nothing. You don't see a bunch of people out at the restaurants with they daddy. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's motherfucker who got them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's taking years off his life to be sure. You know what I'm saying? That the family's straight. At the end of the moment that he takes a break or stop, he ain't worth for shit no more. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times you could ask a woman, like, if your man, you know what I'm saying, stopped working today, would you stay with him? A lot of time the answers be no. That nigga's literally killing himself. Literally killing himself. To be sure that, you know what I'm saying, family is straight. But if he stops, then fuck you. This building catch on fire. Save the women and children. Fuck the niggas. Y'all be alright. Save yourself, nigga. This what it is.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Shit happens, shit go left. We gotta front line this shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be sure y'all protected. My family protected. That's what we do. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? This takes years off our lives. You feel me? And that type of pressure, you know what I'm saying? It's something that most people can't handle. Because the minute you talk about it, nigga, man up.
Yeah.
Man, look.
Yeah, that's why I want to make it more of a norm to be able to talk about that and to make when men feel like, no, it's not. It's okay. Like it's not. I'm not gonna call you gay. I'm not gonna say you lame. I'm not gonna call you a bitch. Like no, it's okay.
I think we all have a responsibility of trying to make it the norm now, and make it more okay for men to be vulnerable. I mean, we ask that every day on our show when we have special guests.
Yeah,
that'd be the last question. We always how's your mental health? Whether you're a man, woman. We always ask that, so I think it's very important. And
you'd be surprised how many men be shocked that they get asked that.
I really just known about mental health for these last probably year and a half, 2 years, to be honest. So I ain't even really think it was a thing. To be honest, I just was like, it is. I didn't think nobody cared. Like, especially for men, I didn't think nobody cared, and it never came across my mind. Nobody close around me told me like they going through mental health problems.
Yeah.
So I ain't really know.
Because a man is loved more when he's silent. People love that quiet strength. He's not complaining.
He never complains.
He never complains. He just fixes shit. That nigga hates his life. You know what I mean? No, this is rich, you know what I mean?
And that's why I think, that's why I say I think I gotta work on my communication. I think that's part of my mental too. I think I gotta work on, because my thing is either right or wrong, and if it's wrong, what's the solution?
Yeah.
And ain't no middle in that. And in some situation, it really is a middle in that.
That gray area exists.
That gray area do exist, but my thing be that it ain't no gray area, bro. If you feel some type of way,
we handle it. We gonna handle it.
Ain't no solution.
Hey,
so,
what my nigga Curtis Jackson said, we meet aggression with aggression. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. We gonna handle it exactly how the motherfucking shit gonna be.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Right, well, one more question before we get up out of here. I know I said that was the last question, but it's the last question. So, I don't know if you have experience, but DC, I know you have a little bit of experience. How was it like dealing, or give some tips on dealing with someone with mental health issues? As far as dating someone,
I think you gotta be. I think for one, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You gotta be willing to listen. Cause I come from a place that don't know about mental health. Before I knew my girl was going through mental health problems, I didn't really know. I didn't do no research. I didn't really know it was a thing, to be honest. So I think first you gotta be patient. You gotta be willing to listen. You gotta be willing to do some research on the mental health problems that person is going through. But I think patience and listening, I think all three of those things is the key to and you gotta try to tell that person that you understand, that you there for them, that and then if you have a problems with some things, because when you go through those things, it can affect you too. So you gotta be willing to, you gotta find a way to communicate that with them, or find a way to
don't lose your own voice.
Don't lose your You gotta find a way to communicate that with them, and I think it just gotta be some understanding going on both sides. On both sides, I think it gotta be some understanding, but I think patience, listening, and doing your research gonna be the key to keeping that relationship together for the most part.
Okay. Well, tell everybody where they can find you, anything that y'all have coming up.
So hold on, let me answer that real quick. Okay. Because I don't necessarily deal with women who have mental health issues.
Yeah.
Most of the women I deal with are like very traumatized.
Mm-hmm. And they haven't dealt with it.
Yeah, have not dealt with it at all. You know what I'm saying?
So how you deal with that?
Pretty much, honestly, very similar ways that DC spoke. Literally having to listen, be patient, and then also educate yourself on what exactly it is that, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what mental abuse was. How you mentally abuse somebody? Like, you're talking shit, like, shut the fuck up, like, walk away. What do you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
it's real.
It's real, you know what I'm saying? Physical abuse, sexual assault, sexual abuse, you know what I'm saying? Dealt with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just being patient and not getting frustrated and just understanding, and you know what I'm saying? Because some shit it's hard sometimes, but the reality is that it's still, you know what I'm saying, part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, dealing with a woman that you like a lot, but she flinches every time you touch her because she's been sexually assaulted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just getting her to just be comfortable and know that this is not the place where this is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that time to do that shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, I think, you know, and trauma does cause mental health problems, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's very similar things, you know what I'm saying? It's like really listen to what exactly it is that they dealt with. You know, what happened. Sometimes you ain't gonna take sure they may tell you pieces of the story, or that's why they gotta pay attention to details and, and catch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
makes sense. Makes sense. All that happened now makes shit. That shit makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And then just understanding what it is that's going on. You know what I'm saying? See the points. Do what you can do to avoid it. But also try to do it without walking on eggshells at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you can't avoid everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some shit just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody mentally abused this person and they were manipulative and and use screaming tactics and other stuff like that to beat them down. So now when it comes to their screaming, they don't want to talk because they think that now you're
shut down.
They shut down when it's not even, but it's something you have to talk about, but you can't. Motherfucker, talk, what the fuck? Gotta ease it out. Gotta find a way to do that so y'all can build a dialogue. Just some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So all of that, you know, it's just very similar ways of just, you know what I'm saying, being in with a significant other, dating somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, either have mental health problems or are very traumatized by certain shit.
Yeah. So when you deal with those women, do you ever like advise them to go to therapy? I know it's a very like touchy thing.
Yeah, I do. Some of them have been, and there's just certain shit that, you know what I mean, like therapy can't. There are certain things therapy can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like literally, you could talk to somebody all day about something, but if you've been sexually assaulted, especially more than once, and if you've been sexually assaulted by somebody you were dating, and then you get with that individual, like I can say, okay, let's go to I've been in therapy.
Yeah, no, I only say that to say because like there's a difference between somebody that is like dealing with trauma in that situation and they don't want to deal with that and they're in denial, and then a person that just, you know, they haven't dealt with it and it's like, you know, you should go to therapy. Like, even if therapy is not solving it, it makes a difference to see that they're trying on their own too, and they're not just
for sure. I know, I definitely agree with that. I just try my best, you know what I'm saying, as my mom should put it, to love somebody through the situation. You know what I'm saying? To love them through the situation. You feel me? Like, the best thing that I can do is love you through the situation and do what I can do to not even come across like in any shape or fashion that the same thing will happen to you, and you know what I'm saying, for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? So that's you know, I can offer them therapy, tell them go, this and the third, but that's the best that I could do.
Right.
Is to love them through the situation. That's all. That's it.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and tell the people where they can follow you. Anything that y'all have coming up.
You can follow me at DC Rock Trap. Trapsessful, TRAPCESSFUL. So go to trapsessful.com, shop, and it's a dope website. Go show people, share it, and all that good stuff.
Follow me at Luxury Life Juice on all platforms. LUXURYLIFE Juice. You know what I'm saying? And follow my company, Luxury Life Entertainment, on Instagram. No, I don't post much on there because if I do, you don't know that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm trying to doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing some shit. But still follow the page. If I'm posting more, that means, you know what I'm saying, you can holler at me and tap in. And I do charge a consultant fee.
Let that be known.
Yeah,
right.
for sure. And it's my birthday week, goddamn.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm
happy
saying?
birthday!
God
Happy birthday! We
damn
definitely
yeah.
in the building. Culture Talk Live is definitely fucking with you.
Yeah, this shit we lit, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? My birthday, I'm turning 29 this Thursday, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. So just blessed and happy to motherfucking be here. You know what I'm saying? And to exude my realness onto the earth for another year.
Period.
There we go.
Okay. No, y'all better recognize who the fuck I am, goddamn. You know
What I said when I came in the house yesterday, niggas gonna respect me.
Yeah, they're gonna respect me. Hey, look, you don't know who the fuck I am, goddamn. You better recognize who the fuck you talking to, nigga. I'm already a king. I'm just letting y'all know where my throne at, bitch.
Okay.
We appreciate y'all for stopping through.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
I
We'll see y'all
appreciate
next
y'all
week,
real
same
shit. Y'all for the
time.
fucking talk. We in this motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Bringing the afternoon vibe to your afternoon drive.
Oh my god. It's Jack Girl season.
Pull up on your pistol, taking what I want. Take your life, that's what you want. Give me everything you